You're listening to the Ringside Reporter Podcast. All the news from the world of boxing right here.
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you.
Now, here's your host, Eric Lorda.
Welcome to a very special edition of Ringside Reporter. And we got something brewing here. This is big. This is huge. All right. We got Jay Habib. We got Lion Killer. We got the Galaxy Warrior, Nate Campbell. We got Jesse Rican, and of course myself. We started a debate yesterday. And Jesse, why don't you go into this? You said that Logan Paul could not be
Jake Paul.
Campbell.
He said Jake Paul. Let's call him right
Okay,
now.
Jake Paul. Excuse me. I'm sorry. So Jake Paul cannot beat or can beat Nate Campbell, the Galaxy Warrior. The IBF, what was it?
Yeah.
You were world champion, lightweight world champion, unified lightweight world champion. Listen, he had 3 of the 4 belts. Listen, he's the man. All right, Jesse, explain yourself.
All right,
answer for this.
What happened was me and B were talking, and
Sure.
then I said, "How do you think he fares against Nate Campbell?" And he's like, "Yo, that's a great question. Ask Nate." And then I asked Nate, and then Nate goes on the phone, and Nate gets pissed at me because I said,
I did not get pissed.
You know,
Stop lying on me. Hey, wait a minute.
He always
stop.
lies. He always has
Don't
to
you
exaggerate.
You're
Can't
lying
exaggerate.
on me. You're lying.
Can't
on me.
exaggerate.
I can't imagine Nate getting mad over something like that.
I didn't get mad. I did not get mad. I just simply said, make the fight. Let's not debate about this one.
I said, all right. I said, Nate, you had a funny quote. What was the quote? You said
Let me ask you. Let me jump
Nate
in here
Robinson,
real
You
quick.
said he knocked out the fake Nate.
I said, you knocked out. He knocked out the other Nate. Now come knock out the real Nate.
Do you think you could beat Jake Paul, Nate?
I beat Jake Paul up. As a matter of fact, I think y'all know that I will beat Jake Paul so bad it might be criminal.
I don't know. He's a pretty big guy. What is he, like 6'1"? And like he's 190 pounds.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
He's a big guy, man.
He's just big
Not to
enough.
mention he's from Ohio.
He's just big enough. So he's just big. He's where? He's from what?
He's even from Ohio.
All that means he's big and from Ohio. What the fuck that mean?
Titletown, baby. Ohio's Titletown. Don't you know this? See, you're from Florida. You guys get the news. Let me tell you what, you're from Florida. You guys get the news a little bit delayed. But just in case you don't know, Ohio is Titletown. You know what I mean? So Jake Paul, I mean, you know, hey, Logan Paul and Jake Paul, both.
Tell me.
I think you can beat Logan.
Hey,
no question.
wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm asking you this question because Eric, you talking real crazy. As my mama said, you talking mighty greasy. You talking mighty greasy. Mighty greasy. And I'm trying to get you, I'm gonna let you finish putting your foot in your mouth.
Sure.
Before I put my foot in your ass.
Absolutely.
Let's get
I appreciate that.
Hey, Eric, let me explain something to you. How the fuck you gonna tell me that a dude that ain't never fought a real opponent gonna beat me in it? He can't beat me in marbles, jacks,
He's 3-0.
hopscotch. Kill yourself.
He's 3-0.
He beat 3 crackheads.
He beat some big guys, man.
Dude,
Ben Askren?
Dude, he beat dudes. Stop it.
Eric, listen to me. I said there's a few.
I'm getting a headache right now. I'm getting a headache.
There's a couple reasons why I picked Jake on this fight. Jake, but listen, Jake is 23 years old. Nate is 49. So you're talking about a 26-year age difference. You're also talking about a 190-pounder versus Nate. What do you come in at? At 160?
What are you weighing in?
Most?
160.
I'm 180.
45.
I'm 180 right now. I'm 180 right now.
180?
170, 175, 180.
But what's your fight? But what's your fight weight?
It don't matter what my fight weight is because at the end of the day, I can fight. He can't.
I don't know, man. He's got a big right hand. You weren't impressed with his last fight?
Oh, come on, man.
Knocked that guy out. He set up that right
who
hand.
Who did he beat?
Oh my God.
Ben Askren.
Dude, I'm so sorry.
NCAA division champion wrestler.
Me, I ain't
wrestler.
Hold on. I want to hear Lion Killer's opinion on this. Go ahead.
Man.
Okay, last night I was going live. We were watching the UFC fight. One of my best friends was on the wrestling team in Nebraska with Kamaru Usman. He knows a lot of these wrestlers. Everybody knows in the game that Ben Askren is a finesse wrestler. He's not even the best wrestler. he definitely doesn't have a fucking stand-up game. So he has no stand-up game. He was basic. You remember those things when we were growing up? Those blow-up punching clowns and shit. That's That's essentially what
he got knocked out by. He got knocked out by one of them one day. I heard.
Right. I mean, come on. Ben Askren is a fucking he's a sanitation janitor. That's essentially what he was. So listen, I'm bigger than Jake Paul, and Nate hands are as big as mine. I can palm a basketball easy.
I can palm a basketball easy.
Nate's hands are literally as big as mine. Might be a little bit thicker. That dude has large hands. Him at 180.
Okay, but do you
is nasty. You gotta account for a lifetime of skill versus a guy who's recently doing it, no matter what the youth is.
Well, but if I can jump in here, I mean, Jake Paul has been pretty active. I mean, no question. Now, Nate.
So have I.
Nate, no offense, but you really haven't been active
what do
lately.
you think? What do you think Nate does? Sit at a desk all day and answer phones?
Well, clearly he doesn't sit at it, but he hasn't fought on the big stage like Jake Paul has, right?
What big stage? Who is he fought? Dude.
Trilory's on pay-per-view. Made a lot of money, man.
Dude, and making money don't make you good, you clown. Y'all are clowns, man. Y'all are clowns. I don't believe it. Dude,
we're not talking about who got the bigger bank account. We're talking about who's got more skills.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I mean,
Hey, and I'm gonna say,
you gotta have some ring rust, no?
I mean this anyway, y'all.
I said the Nate Campbell
crazy.
Jesse, let me explain something to you. Jesse, let me explain something to you real quick. When Nate was in his late 20s, early 30s, he was up here. Jake Paul's like down here, right? So Nate's probably down here now. He ain't never gonna go all the way down to this.
Never.
Come on, bro.
Hey, listen, it's a 15-year-old kid right now.
Hold on.
Get somebody to business.
Hold on, listen. I don't think Jake Paul could beat the Nate Campbell that faced Juan Diaz, but I don't think this is the Nate Campbell that we're looking at.
I don't have to be that Nate Campbell.
Do you realize this is going to be? This is one thing you're not even realizing. This is going to be a Nate Campbell that's going to go into the ring for probably the first time in his life. For the first time in his life, he don't have to go through a weight cut. Well, how much stronger is he going to be walking into the ring at 160?
Yeah, but he hasn't fought. He's going to have some ring rust on him. Where Jake Paul is going to have.
What about muscle memory?
I'm going to tell y'all something.
Is he going to forget how to fight all of a sudden?
I'm going to tell y'all
no more than Jake Paul. Well, Jake Paul already knows how to fight. Clearly,
I'm going to tell y'all something.
Who is he fought?
Nate, let me ask you something.
He's fought that YouTube guy. Who's that other guy? Nate Campbell. Nate Robinson. He fought Nate Robinson. That guy's a professional basketball player. He's in shape.
Hey,
and he got taken out in the first round.
Just because you 5'9" and can dunk don't mean you can punch.
Don't mean you can take one.
Was it the second round?
I don't know if Eric's joking or not, but if you bet me tomorrow on Nate Campbell versus Jake Paul, I'm going to take Jake Paul.
Okay.
I'll put 2 stacks on that shit.
Hey, I bet my person. Hey, tell you what, me and Jake Paul can go purse for purse, winner take all.
Oh my god!
I mean, have you?
Look,
you don't know how hard he punches. You never felt his punch yet, right?
And he never felt his punches.
Never felt mine.
Okay, what does that mean?
Yeah, Jake Paul, he can knock you out, man. Jake Paul's got some power.
I ain't never been.
If you're a phone pole, he can knock you out.
I ain't never been. Listen, Jess, listen to this now. I ain't never been burnt from head to toe, my whole body. That don't mean I want to get it. That doesn't mean I want it to happen. I don't have to get burnt from head to toe to know it's gonna hurt.
Bro, hold on. BJ Flores said that Jake Paul takes this serious.
What does that matter, Jess?
Yeah, BJ Flores. I mean, that guy's a professional boxer. He knows what he's talking about.
My mother, God rest her soul, told me one day you could be anything you want to be. That's a fucking lie. It's not true. I'm never going to be a freaking NBA basketball player.
That's for sure true.
Hey, hold on. I'm finna tell y'all something. Whenever I hear somebody tell me what somebody else say, I have to say this here. Up until Obama, my mama, every black parent lied to them. up until Obama, and even then they lied because there's not been one black man, traditional black man, I'm talking about that grew up in the hood in Cincinnati or Cleveland
Cincinnati.
or no,
Title
I'm talking about no black man has ever grown up in those places and has become president. A black man that daddy came from Kenya and mama was a white woman became president. So my mama still lied to me. I could not be president. It has never happened.
You don't see no skill. You don't see no skill of Jake Paul at all.
Dude, not even comparable with Nate's. Not even comparable with Nate's.
I got a 16-year-old kid right now will beat him right now. Right now today. I got a 16-year-old kid right now that'll beat him.
Well, he's a prodigy. I mean, that kid's probably a prodigy. If he's going to beat Jake Paul, he's definitely a prodigy.
No, he's not.
No.
As a matter of fact, I know a 15-year-old kid. I know a 15-year-old kid that's got a lot of fights that are boxing senseless.
Eric, you know what it is? I think they hate on Jake Paul because his popularity and he's a Disney Channel.
Yes, I think so.
Yes, can I ask you? Yes, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
I think so.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Why has Jake Paul never, ever, ever fought another actual boxer? Why did he fight another YouTuber? He fought a basketball player, and he fought an MMA wrestling.
Can I answer that?
Why has he never fought a boxer?
Can I answer that?
No. Listen. Isn't he about to face Tyson Fury? Isn't he supposed to face Tyson Fury's little brother?
That's another lie.
I heard he's supposed to fight Tommy Fury. Yeah, I heard he's supposed to fight Tommy Fury. Him and Tommy Fury.
They brought it up.
Listen, stop.
So Nate, if he beats you, would you give him the credit in the world? Would you give him the credit?
That's an irrelevant question. That's an irrelevant question.
It's a good question.
No, okay. You know what? I phrased that wrong. I don't mean if he beat you. When he beats you, would you give him the credit?
Come on. When he beats you.
Tell you what. When I beat him, I'll fight him. I'll fight him his purse against my purse. Whatever his purse is, winner take all. That's where to be. We can go winner take all, right? Right? Hello? And after I beat him, you can never talk boxing again. That's the bet.
I'll make that bet.
I'll take that bet. I'll take that action.
Ringside reporter. The only reason you taking that, you'll take that bet because you know you'll never take the fight. Otherwise, you shut your fucking mouth.
That's right. There ain't no way he's taking that fight, son.
Yeah, this is the thing, you know.
And I've had many people. Hold on, bro. I've heard many people doing this, but stop it, because I don't hate the kid, but don't play with me. Because what you'll make me do, what force me to do, Eric, is to get in shape. If you force me to get in shape and I got a reason to get in shape and something to get up for, who you think knows the most about hurting somebody? Because let me tell you something. Jake Paul is from the suburbs. I'm from the hood. I made it out of gun shootings and everything else that came along with growing up in the hood. Which one you think is a real killer? Which one you think is a fraud?
Chris Algieri's from the suburbs, and
he's from the suburbs too. And plus, he's from Ohio, man. I mean,
and guess what?
Got to be tough to be from here.
Guess what? Chris Algieri was matched at the right time and the right place. Ain't no right time, ain't no right place for Jake Paul to ever be in the ring with me. Not ever.
So let me ask you a question, Nate. Let me ask you a question. So would you be willing to? I mean, would you like contact Triller? Or would you like throw your name in there and say, hey, I want to fight this guy?
Yeah,
the payday would be massive. I mean, the payday would be huge, right?
It'll be. I guarantee you, it'll be easily with him. It'll be 3 million views on the low end.
Yeah,
because he's gonna take shit shots to the body.
Oh, I'm gonna hit him. He gonna shit all over himself.
I know how Nate is.
And dude, let me tell you something. Hey, what y'all miss? He's been allowed to stand outside and hit guys with pot shots. What happens when you can't do that? Because I don't get hit.
I mean, the shots are telegraphing. They're telegraphing shots. I mean, come on. Let's keep it 100, man. Let's keep it.
So, Lion, you never answered this question. Do you think Jake Paul has skill?
No. I think he's learning. But skill, you can only measure skill against someone else who has skill.
Thank you.
Well, he has punching power, no?
Anybody has punching power at the target is standing there.
Yeah, standing right there. Dude, Jesse, do you know, Jesse, I want you to understand something. Do you understand why so many guys can hunt from a tree stand and other guys don't hunt with dogs? A dog hunter is a better hunter than a guy with a tree stand. I'm finna educate you on this. A guy in a
don't
tree
even know
stand is
what
sitting
that
still.
means.
I'm finna educate you fellas. When I hunt, I grew up around shooting. If you sit in a tree stand, you're sitting up in a tree stand looking down at your target. The target ain't moving. You rely on being quiet and shooting the target that don't know you're there.
Yeah, we very quiet.
Yeah. But when you hunt with a dog, that dog chases that prey into your view. And you gotta hit a moving target. I'm the moving target. You
Okay,
waste a
so
lot of money.
So yo, hold on, line. We'll make this bet right now. If the fight does happen, I'll bet you $1,000 that Jake Paul beats Nate Campbell.
man.
I bet you 4,000.
Didn't you welch on the last bet with the one
I bet
guy?
you. I bet
As a
you
matter of fact, Jesse,
$4,000.
as a matter of fact, Jesse, I want you to sell
Nate
me.
make some shit.
I need for you to sell me like $400 right now for all them records you were supposed to buy me because I never got my records. So you don't get to bet with me. You don't get to bet with me. And what fight was it? You don't get to bet with me until you pay me my bet. Pay me my money.
But
Pay me what you owe.
What happened? I missed this.
It was some fight.
But this time I'm serious.
It was a can't lose guy, and he bet me with the can't lose guy, and the guy lost. And right now, look where I am. Anybody who knows me knows that knows what I do. What's going on? Anybody who knows me knows that I can.
Yeah, I did make that.
But, yeah, so I'm waiting.
But I made that bet when I was out.
But I
made that bet was when I was inebriated.
The real question we should be asking.
You're inebriated now.
Asking right now. Hey Nate, hold on. The real question we should be asking right now is, in fact, why are we even debating Jake Paul? It's a sign that boxing has a real problem.
I said
boxing
that.
has a real.
What I said.
1.6 million views.
Yeah, that's a pretty big number.
Again.
I think he's good for boxing.
Again,
no, he's not.
Boxing has a real problem.
Thank you, Eric. I agree with you.
I think Eric, he brings a lot of people to the sport.
No, he brings a lot of his fans to the sport for him,
sure,
but not to the sport.
Not to the sport, because you don't get to see real boxing on that. What you doing? What you just did, Eric?
Nobody's coming there for Regis Porgray.
No,
Regis Porgray was on his card.
Nobody's coming for Regis.
No, nobody came for Regis.
I like Regis, but Regis is not a transformative figure in the sport of boxing.
And I like
people to come from the outside.
Okay, no, honestly, I'm gonna say something. I know Nate's gonna get pissed at me, but Nate, you got knocked out. You got knocked out twice, right? By Robbie Peter.
I never been. First of all, Robbie Peter was an Olympian. Dumbass.
But I'm saying, what if he hits as hard as Robbie Peter? I'm not trying to be.
Stop. Remember, Uncle just talked about this. I was draining myself to get down to 130 pounds fighting Robbie Peter. What happened when I went to 135? Just by going up 5 pounds. Imagine what happens to me going up and not having to kill myself to make weight. See, I love when guys who never fought try to use another man's accomplishments or failures to bolster their argument. Dude, you can't fight sleep.
I never claimed that I never claimed to be a fighter.
Then stop talking about fighters. I always say this to guys who never did it. But be very respectful when you talk about fighters. Because at the end of the day, you are speaking about a man who I could be emotional, but I'm not. This is just what I talk. Your problem is you are speaking out of school, as most Americans do.
But if I order a pay-per-view, that doesn't give me the right to criticize.
No, it does not. It gives you the right to shut your fucking mouth, watch what's on there, and shut up. You don't get to criticize nothing. I tell you what, just because a woman is fat don't mean you got to call her fat if you ain't trying to fuck her. You don't get to call a woman fat if you ain't trying to fuck her. She just fat. Okay, you don't want her, so why are you talking about her? Unless you want to be with her and she's too big for you.
I think you're a great fighter. I just think Jake Paul beat you.
Dude, if I'm a great fighter, how do you think a boy who ain't never fought nobody on my level? Stop it.
You're talking about.
He's fought 3 undefeated fighters, Nate.
You're talking about 26.
Eric, I need you to do me one favor. Because you know what all this tells me? All this tells me is that anybody can put a microphone in their mouth and they become an expert.
Pretty much. That's how I did it,
There you go. And well, see, that's how you did it. But guess what? When you talk to me, I show all your flaws.
I'm not the guy to have I got to be honest, you do.
I'm not the guy to talk to because I actually know the sport of boxing.
Nate, you're talking about 26-year-old age difference.
Mm-hmm.
a 30-pound weight difference.
Yeah.
And he's training with BJ Flores. And
BJ Flores.
I'm sorry.
BJ is a hard. No, I'll be quiet now.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute.
I already asked him, Lion. I asked him earlier today.
I made this very simple statement. When BJ Flores was fighting, Stephen Cunningham was right out there. Why didn't he fight Stephen Cunningham? The very best cruiserweight in the world. Why didn't he fight him?
I think he had an injury. Didn't he have an injury?
He had turf toe.
Frank Mir fought Steve Cunningham.
Huh?
You guys are fearless, man.
Yeah, and guess what happened? Guess what Stephen did to him?
Beat him up.
It was a unanimous
So
decision.
Jess, you're talking about stats. You're talking about age, weight, and all this. Break down the fight style-wise. How does Jake Paul style-wise beat Nate Campbell? What does he have to do style-wise to beat Nate Campbell? So when Nate Campbell gets low on the inside,
45.
and those right hands keep sailing over Nate's head, right? And then when Nate smothers him and he can't extend on that right hand, and then when Nate starts ripping the body shots, what does Jake Paul do in that situation? And then when he tries to grab Nate and Nate gets low and tucks underneath the clinch, what does Jake Paul do to stop all that thing? Just break it down style-wise. I don't care about the 49 and the 30 pounds. Style-wise, how does Jake Paul beat him?
Nate's gonna be pissed at me, but Nate's always pissed at me anyway. I don't even think the fight lasts that long. I think Jake knocks him out in 30. Jake knocks him out in 30. Jake knocks him out in 30 seconds with a right, with the overhand right.
How does he land the overhand right? How
can you land how can you land an overhand right when you see it coming in slow motion?
No,
it's telegraphed.
He's out of box, yeah.
I don't know, man. I think that long jab might give Nate trouble, man. I'll be honest, man. That big jab of Jake Paul's keeping him at bay.
It's the XR.
Nate's gonna have a hard time getting in on him, man.
Y'all trying to elicit an emotional response from Nate.
All right, I'll be back.
I don't think he's gonna play into it.
You know why? You know why I'm ignoring him? Okay, you know why I'm ignoring this guy? Because at the end of the day, Jake Paul has never been in the kind of pressure I'm gonna put him under. Jake Paul has never dealt with the kind of shit I do to him. You gotta realize something. Right now, if I gave you my guy Shawnee Richardson's number, Shawnee tell you, dude, he watched me at 126 pounds, stop heavyweights. Stop them dead in their tracks. At 126.
If he does take the fight, would you take the fight serious? Would you train 7 days a week, or you think it's
Jesse?
I think you would take the fight serious.
First of all,
what the fuck does that mean, man? Is that a real question?
Because he said he could beat him just walking in there now.
No, first of all, no, I can't. Not just walking in.
It's like asking Santa Claus if he likes snow. Come on, man, stop.
It's true.
Here's my issue. The whole reason I stopped fighting was because they kept calling me on short notice for short notice fights. Dude, you got to realize something. On 7 days notice, I fought Danny Garcia and broke him up. Y'all better go watch that fight. That was on 7 days notice. 7 days notice. With a pinched nerve in my back. The issue that you guys have is this here. It's not that I quit because I couldn't fight them. I just got tired of being played for a sucker. At some point, they started trying to play you for a sucker. But the issue is simply this. Your issue is not my issue. You keep trying to make this guy be better than me because you feel like he's better. Just your emotion talking. I don't have that issue. Tell you what, if you can get him to take the fight, I'll break his wagon and make you never speak about boxing again. That go for you and Eric. Y'all gotta never talk boxing again, ever.
Well,
you know what? I tell you why I would take that, man, because I do think Jake has a real good shot here, man. I mean, I really do. I mean, I've seen him train. I've seen him in the gym. He looks good, man. 3 undefeated fighters he's beaten. 3 undefeated straight, 3 straight, and he's just starting off.
I got
Imagine when this guy gets going.
I got a question for you. How many of them guys actually have fought amateur fights? How many fought amateur boxing matches? Shut up. Shut up and answer the question.
Well, I'm answering the question. Well, I can't shut up and answer the question. I got to answer the question, right?
1, 2, or 3.
I don't think any pro wants to fight him. I'll be honest with you. That's why he's fighting like, I'm just saying,
I just told you that I will.
UFC guys are stepping up, but I don't see any pro fighters looking to step up and fight that guy.
I just told you that I will fight him whenever.
Well, call your people and let's put it together.
I don't have people. I am my people. That's the
call
problem.
his people then. I know he's got people because he's from Ohio.
Let's send
You
this
must
to
live in
BJ
Ohio,
Flores,
Eric.
and BJ Flores will get in it. Let's send this to BJ Flores, and BJ Flores will let him.
BJ Flores will stay. BJ Flores tell that boy to stay as far away from me as ever. You can't talk to BJ Flores about it because BJ know what's gonna happen.
It'll be a massacre.
I do that. Let me tell you something. Hey, in the mortal words of Mickey, I murdered him to death.
Listen, who Nate, you were telling me a story about Eddie Futch or somebody, a trainer that was really advanced in age. Go ahead and tell that story.
Eddie Futch was coming outside the gym, and these young boys tried to rob Eddie or something. Eddie Futch put them sets on them young boys out there in his 70s, almost 80 years old. Put them sets on them. And the problem is, it's dummies like you that actually think because of, first of all, Logan Paul or Jake Paul or whatever one of them, dude, I've lived a cleaner life than they lived at this point in my life. I didn't smoke, I didn't drink. I don't drink now. My only issue is I ain't got nothing to train for. There has to be a reason for me to train. I don't just train for training's sake. I train with a focus. I will simply tell you this: I will rape Jake Paul. Yeah, I said it. I said just what I said.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible.
I know it is. It's terrible.
It's just prison initiation. It's okay.
Yeah, that's awful.
I would.
How could you
I got a
say
question
something
for
like
y'all.
that?
Just the cold hard truth of the matter,
That's
man. That's all
terrible.
it is.
That's
And then, hold on. I want it.
family show.
Nate's only vice is
listen.
Trap House Chicken.
I wanted to
Listen,
say.
listen.
I wanted
y'all
to say
watch
something
this.
else.
I want y'all to watch this. Y'all see this here?
Look at that. Look at that
Hold
physique,
on.
man.
Hold on.
That stomach
Hold
is.
on.
Look at that physique. Look at that
When I'm through with
physique,
Jake
man.
Paul, I'm gonna do him just like this and make him come out the ring holding my pocket.
Look at that physique. Look at that physique, man. Look at that physique. He looks.
People die. All
looks
he
like-
can do is die.
Oh,
looks
this
like a-
pockets.
He looks like a legit
luck
160.
luck. There's no such thing as luck with me.
I wanted to say something also too, and that, like, you know, when me, Beebit, and Nate were on the phone earlier,
He don't want this smoke.
we talked about Logan Paul and Mayweather. I said, you know, no offense to Nate, but Nate's not Mayweather, and Logan Paul's not.
Doesn't
Jake
have to be
Paul.
Mayweather. He doesn't have to be Mayweather.
I think Jake Paul's the better boxer.
Do you realize Logan Paul and Mayweather is an attempt to save the PBC for financial ruin?
I don't like that fight. I don't like.
Do y'all understand the importance of that fight?
Hey,
It's a money generator for the business.
hey. If you here's my thing. Also, when I beat Jake Paul, you gotta wear a mask that says Nate Campbell. Nate is great. Nate Campbell is great on your face. Every day you get online for anything, anytime you get online, you gotta have it on your face. You gotta talk with it on for the first 5 minutes.
Here's a better one. Nate.
I would do it. I would do it.
So hold on.
bet.
So
No, I got one. You gotta get
So
tattooed. You gotta
what
get my
do-
name tattooed on your neck.
what?
On my neck. I got to wear turtlenecks from here on out. Then what are you doing?
Hey, Nate.
No,
shirts
hold
say-
on. I'll make this bet with you. If the fight does happen,
You already owe him. You can't really bet him.
Thank you. You
No,
can't
no,
bet
no,
me.
Hey,
You can't bet me till you send me money for my record.
no, listen. I want to change the bet. I would get NC.
No. I'm good.
I would get NC on my ankle. NC tatted on my ankle.
ankle.
Hey,
On his
hey,
ankle.
I'm
Like
in the
a
record
chick.
pile. I'm in the record pile right now.
No,
Hold
you
on.
should have
I'm
a shirt
in
that
the
says.
record pile right now. See that? Y'all see this? This way you should be paying. You should be sending me money right now in my Zelle because you owe me records. But you talking trash about somebody beat me. You should be very, very quiet.
It's not that I'm just talking trash. I legit think that Jake Paul will beat
So
you.
break
in a fight.
break the
Nate.
fight down. Tell me how the fight plays out.
Nate.
I told you.
Break it down.
Okay, I'll break it down for you. The bell rings, Jake Paul hits him, and Nate goes down.
Okay.
Wow.
You-
Listen,
that's
hey,
a better- that's-
hey, before y'all flow, listen. Whoever loses should wear. Well, if Nate wins, somebody should wear a shirt that says Nate should have spilled me on the floor at conception. That's what it should say. Real tough.
Well, what happens if we win? What happens? I mean, when Logan puts it on you, you know what I mean?
At this point, whatever you want. But the thing about it is, I'm willing to take any bet you give. But guess what? You ain't y'all only reason y'all making these bets because y'all know good and well he ain't gonna take. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna take
You
it.
know what it is about. You
I
know
don't
what it is about Beeb. Beeb is scared to tell you the truth, Nate. I'm not scared to tell you that you'll lose this fight. Beeb is scared to tell you.
Wow.
I'm petrified to tell him the truth.
Well, I know me, Beeb, and Nate boxed. I don't know if Eric boxed. I haven't asked Eric. I don't know if you box.
I don't.
It takes a lot. It takes a lot to box, man. It's a mental and it's a physical toll.
I think that's why I'm so impressed with Jake Paul.
If I was afraid to tell Nate the truth, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. I wouldn't even bring it up to him.
I think you're right. It does take a lot to box, and I mean that's why I'm so impressed with Jake Paul and what he's done up until now.
Yeah, I mean,
But Jake Paul's not really boxing; he's trying to box.
But I don't know, man. He's knocking people out, man. I don't know.
He's knocking out your local handicap guy. That's essentially what it is.
Ben Askren's a champion, man. That guy can fight.
Champion of what?
Not boxing. NCAA wrestler.
All right.
You know I'm about my records. You always get me with this. I always fall.
Hold on.
It's my fault. I deserve this.
I'll say this much. I've always said this about boxing. If you knock out 25 bums, you're still knocking out 25 people. So
yeah, but those are professional. Those are professional boxers.
That's a good point, Jesse. That's a great point, man.
That's a great statement. That's kind of statement a bum would make.
Oh, stop.
Listen, there's 25 bums out there Jake Paul couldn't touch and hold their jockstrap.
I know some bums.
What I'm saying is
bums in Philadelphia.
impressive.
I know some bums in Philadelphia. That would take his lunch money.
Hey, y'all remember
man.
Y'all remember the jailhouse scene in Blood In, Blood Out?
Oh, I love that movie. I love that movie.
He said,
Okay,
hey, give me some chun-chun. Give me some chun-chun.
Yo, Lion,
Go ahead, bro.
Lion, I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question too.
Please.
Before the Ben Askren fight happened, what were you guys saying?
Say the end of the question one more time. It distorted. I'm sorry.
Before the Ben Askren fight happened, like a week before the Jake Paul versus Ben Askren, if I asked you for your prediction, what was your statement?
Ben Askren got knocked out.
I would have said Ben Askren would have got knocked out. Honestly,
Yeah, I picked
because I know he doesn't have hands.
What did I tell you, Jess? You were actually worried. You were like, Beeb, you really think Jake Paul's gonna win this? You weren't even freaking confident he was gonna beat Askren. You were scared. You was like, Beeb. I said, Jess, there's no way in hell Ben Askren.
I picked Askren to win that fight, and I tell you what, boy, was I wrong. I mean, Jake Paul really stepped in there and showed me something. I know
both sports, so I knew Ben Askren didn't have hands at all. Ben Askren is literally an NCAA wrestler, and
I mean, he's got knockouts though.
I'm gonna get that one.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah. Look at his record. He's got knockouts. He had knockouts in one.
You mean submissions?
In one.
All right, I got a question for you guys.
I don't want that one that bad.
What if
I don't want that one that bad.
Paulie Malignaggi, he has.
You said get.
He's not a knockout puncher. How does he
I don't
fare
want that
against
much.
Jake
I don't like that that much. Give me $3.
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
I think Paulie wins.
I got $3 too.
I love how we're involved in this discussion. Nate's buying records.
Not because Paulie's a part of our podcast.
Thank you, man.
But I just think straight up, Paulie wins. Listen, you got to understand the difference between a pro boxer and a guy that just has 3 non-pro boxer fights.
Well,
they were all big guys, though, dude.
But
they were all big
I'm a bigger
guys.
guy than Jake Paul. Jake Paul would have problems with a 250-pound, 6'3" dude.
How do you become?
Well, I think anybody
and who
would,
boxed?
How do you become a pro?
I need a month of training. I need some wins.
You really call? Here's my issue. You guys are really calling Jake Paul a professional boxer. That's the problem.
He's 3-0.
At what point?
He's on BoxRec.
At what point do you not? No, listen. How many fights does it take for you to be considered serious? He has to fight somebody.
A professional fight. Shit.
Okay.
That's serious.
So yeah. So if he fights Nate Campbell and he wins, would you guys take him serious?
Hey, let me. Hold on, Nate. Hold on. Is fucking a blow up doll like fucking a real woman? No. I'm real talk.
You still coming? Hey, you still coming?
Real talk.
You still coming?
Exactly. Exactly.
But
there was silence on that shit.
That was a weird one. That was a weird question. I got to be honest with
that's
you.
how I see it. That's how I see the shit. I mean, it's not the same. No matter how you cut it, it's not the same.
I was trying to figure out which one I would like better.
Beeb, you would know about this. You got lowest, so
that's why I was fucking thinking. That's why I was thinking about it. I was trying to think about which one would I like better.
Do you like lowest better, or how do you?
I don't know, man. It's tough.
I like Nate's answer that he said you're still coming.
No, that's how y'all see it. That's the way y'all see it. Y'all see it that way. And I'm in a place in my life where I just have to be real with y'all. Dude, you guys sit behind those mics. You guys sit behind those mics are killing boxing. Because you're calling this guy something he ain't.
I don't know. It's safe back here, though.
One point. No, not only Eric. Not only that. 1.6 million pay-per-view buys.
Yeah, you can't. That's tough to argue with.
That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant.
That's a lot.
That's irrelevant.
That's a lot.
But it's also a
big thing right there.
Here's
big
my
deal.
But hold on, and Nate says no. Nate, can I say something real quick?
Jesse
Nate
brings up great points.
Nate says I have no right to and me and Nate went to the Barclays Center. Nate seen me at the Barclays Center.
Oh, don't try to gas him up now. Don't try to gas him up.
Listen. He says I have no.
Don't do that.
Listen, I'm not gassing him up.
Don't pull out the knee pads. Don't pull out the knee pads now. Don't pull out the knee pads now.
No, listen. He said,
show your manhood now, man. Show your manhood. Show your manhood. Don't buckle under now, man. Don't be beta. Don't be beta. Don't be beta.
Let me finish my statement. He said I have no right to talk about. He said I have no right to talk about boxing. If I pay for a pay-per-view, or if I pay for my ticket to go see, then I have a right to criticize.
I'm gonna rephrase.
If I go to a movie and I say, "Oh, that movie was horrible. The actor was bad," then you'd be like, "Oh, you never acted before. You don't know what that is." Yeah, I can, because I went there and I watched the movie and I could criticize my entertainment value.
Okay, but here's the thing. We could still criticize your opinion, right?
Yeah.
And then we could also say
still be wrong as fuck.
And then we could also say, how much credibility do you have? It's like anybody can say anything, but how much credibility does that person have?
What's your credibility?
What is their status? What have they done? And what did they? How did they formulate that opinion based off of what? You're formulating your opinion of somebody based off of popularity, and you're letting that gloss over the reality of what they can do. And that's all it is. So people that say that people that criticize Jake Paul are jealous. These are the types of people that want to believe something. They want to feel good about something. They want that instant gratification. And this is what makes them feel good. Believe in something, even they deep down in their heart they know it's not true, but it makes them feel good to believe it. So that's why they believe it.
Yo, Lion left. Lion, you're not there no more.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
I'll be back.
I wanted to ask you guys a question. Like, you guys like rap music?
No, not particularly at this point.
Okay, well,
I'm a man in my 40s, bro. I'm grown.
Okay, I was gonna make an analogy. Like,
you're not good at analogies. Why don't you try something else?
Why don't you give him a chance, Beeb? Come on. What's the matter with you?
Go
give us an analogy. Don't listen to Beeb.
Like, so Biggie and Pac are considered the greatest, right? But sometimes you want to have fun with somebody. Like, just listen to Tekashi 6ix9ine, and people are like, "Oh, Tekashi 6ix9ine, he's horrible. He makes fun music. It is what it is. It is what it is." So my whole point is, Jake Paul. Yeah, I know I'm not ordering Mayweather versus Pacquiao. I'm ordering the Jake Paul fight. It is what it is. If you understand that, then just as long as I'm entertained, I'm happy. That's all.
Jesse, your statements are a symptom of a greater issue for our sport. I'm serious. I'm not even playing.
I can't hear, guys. Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
One point. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna say it like this: 1.6 million pay-per-view buys is impressive, but it's impressive for the wrong reason. Jake Paul has built a YouTube following that's tremendous. He's one of the most popular YouTube people in YouTube.
20 million or something crazy.
Right.
I mean, it's a crazy number.
But
he has 33 million total social media followers with all of his platforms combined.
Right.
That's crazy.
That's
3-0. He's got the world right now.
That's 33 million people. 33 million people.
Hold on. Yo, when was the last time Nate sold 1.6 million pay-per-views?
That's irrelevant. He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to.
Rough, man. That was a low blow.
Again,
I'm gonna step in here. That was a low blow.
That's just. Can I be honest with you? Can I be honest with you?
When was the last time you did a sit-up? We can go here. If we gonna do this, we can go here. Dude,
that was messed up.
No, because I just got a text message that I'm getting murdered.
Shut up. I clicked off because my phone was. I know you've been talking fallacy. So let's talk. Dude, let me tell you something. Listen to me. You dummies that keep spouting numbers don't understand that when I was fighting, there was no social media. There was none of that. So there was nobody to build that dumb shit up and a whole bunch of.
And I was about to break that down before I got interrupted by everybody. But
I know, but I'm saying, whose fault is that? That's not nobody's fault. You just born at the wrong time, right now.
Stop going at 1.6 about. When was the last time Canelo sold 1.6?
Shit, it's been a long time. Like Rakim said.
Jesse, who's a better fighter? Sergio Martinez or Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.?
Sergio Martinez.
But Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. sells more pay-per-views than Sergio Martinez.
He does.
Yeah.
So what does that have to do with it?
Even with blonde hair.
He got a snow cone haircut.
Even with his father looking at
I always buy
like
Chavez Jr.'s fights.
Hey, Chavez up in the crowd like, what the fuck is this?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that, but you guys were killing me so.
Well, I mean, that's a straw man. That's a straw man argument, man.
I went for a low blow, and
that's a straw man argument, man.
I apologize.
You don't apologize.
Now people standing in
You
line.
meant it. You meant it. You meant it.
Don't apologize for what you meant.
You meant it.
Think about it.
You had malice in your heart. You had malice in your heart when you said that. You had malice in your heart when you said that.
Try to stab you.
No, because
that number.
You know what I really think? You know what I really think? You want to talk about jealousy? You want to talk about jealousy? I think you're jealous of Nate. I think you're jealous of Nate.
Nate is wearing that cardigan sweater.
Because Nate's 49 years old, right? And how old are you? 37?
Yeah.
Nate looks about 25 years younger than you.
Wow.
I think
I'm jealous. I tell you what, I'm jealous of Nate because the weather looks great out there wherever he is.
I'm gonna be 52 years old this year. I think I look younger than you.
I'm not.
Hey, Jesse, you know the problem?
How's that?
You mad because you.
How's that, man?
No.
You know what it is?
Nobody on this panel got dimples the way I do.
You know what it is, Jess?
Well,
I just think you have a problem with. I just think you have a problem. I think you have a problem. I think you have a problem with alpha. I think you have a problem with alpha males. That's what it is.
Hey Joe. Of course, nobody has dimples as deep as yours because you got more fat on your face.
Of course. Of course.
Y'all want it? We can go here all day. I do. Hey, Lion Killer. Tell him I does this.
Dimples are for little boys. Men don't have dimples.
This could go to the lowest common denominator.
Men don't have dimples. Men don't have dimples. When was the last time you were having sex with a girl? She looked up and you said, "Oh, baby, I love your dimples." That never happens.
Well, he ain't had sex in a while.
That never happens.
That's a lie. I had sex last week.
Yeah. Okay. It costs how much?
What was his name?
Cost how much?
His name was Henry.
You want to make this? You want to go ad hominem, man? You're the wrong person to take an argument to ad hominem, man. Come on, you can't do that.
Hey, I'm all right with it. Y'all must not. Hey, I do stand-up comedy now. I love it. I love this kind of shit.
Yeah, this is funny.
I'm okay with it too, bro. Like
no, you're not. Because if you was, you wouldn't be studying. I'm a cuss you. You wanted to say that, but you didn't want to say that. What you need to do is go ahead and send me the money you owe me for the last bet I beat you in. That's been, right, 4 years now, 5 years now. I've been waiting 5 years to get. Hey, he sent me. Let's
negate the last bet. Let's negate the last bet. We'll do this bet.
No. That's like going to a bank. That's like going to a bank and applying for a loan and saying, "Hey, man, let's forget that other one I defaulted on." That shit ain't gonna happen.
Hold on.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Hey, let's just wipe out the last 7 years.
What do you live in, freaking Bizarro world, kid?
If you beat Jake Paul, I would get.
What do you mean if? What do
I
you
would
mean
get
if?
NXT tatted on me.
Stop
I
with
would
this
get
if bullshit.
Hey,
If
I know
was a
it's
slip.
a close fight. I got to tell you, man. It's a gimme fight. It's a 50-50 fight. 50-50.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
I'm sorry, Nate. I laughed too hard.
This is coming from the guy with some amateur belts he bought from ringside on the wall. I really.
Well, no, I got this one from for free as a promotion, and I got this one from eBay. So yeah, I mean they're nice belts too. I mean it's a diamond belt.
I can't now. You break it up, but like I said, this
It's
is
a
coming
diamond
from a guy
belt, son.
who has
Come on, man.
amateur belts that he didn't win on the wall.
Hold on, and let me
Well, I
say
mean, I
something
bought
too.
them. I paid for them.
Just because I
Nate,
never.
that's why. Nate,
That's what
Nate,
most
Nate,
fighters seem to do these days.
Nate, that's why I don't. Nate, that's why I don't have no belts. I didn't earn any, man. I don't deserve them.
I want
That's
to
why I
say
didn't send
earn
Beeb
them.
any. That's why I didn't send Beeb any.
I didn't earn them. I won't take them. I won't take
That's
them.
right.
People give me belts all the time. I won't take them. I didn't earn them.
People give you belts all the time.
I didn't earn them. I didn't earn
People
them.
give you belts all the time.
I don't want participation.
Who's lining up? Who's lining up to give you belts all the time?
I don't want participation trophies.
Yo, by the way,
the people that contacted me, I told them to reach out to you. That's why you got them belts.
Oh, is that right? That's how it went down.
That's how it happened.
yo, by the way, can I shout out my friend who's a professional boxer, Tyrone?
No, why don't you shout out Jake Paul? You want to ride Jake Paul's dick? Shout out Jake Paul. Why are you
I'll
shouting
shout out Jake Paul. He's from Ohio.
No, but I want because this guy's from my hometown. Tyrone, Pretty Boy James. He signed to Joe DeGuardia, man. Keep a lookout for hhim. I think he's like 12-0-0. He just had an injury. And also, happy birthday to little Jessito, my son, 13 years old.
Shout out to little Jess. Shout out to little Jess.
I want to kick a shout out to
Happy
my friend
birthday to
Hannah
your
Gabriels for becoming the light heavyweight and heavyweight women's champion.
I love Hannah Gabriels, man. I'm so happy.
Everybody loves
That's my
Hannah
dog, man.
Everybody loves Hannah Gabriels, and her husband knows it. He watches her like a hawk,
She's beautiful too, man.
Yo,
She is very beautiful.
and I don't blame it.
Who do you guys think was the best female boxer of all time? I think Mia St. John. No?
No, I think Ann Wolf was.
Ann
Ann
Wolf.
Wolf.
Yeah, I like
Ann
Ann
Wolf.
Wolf a lot, man.
I think Ann Wolf was
Ann Wolf.
very scary.
Hey, dude.
I have a thing for Ann Wolf.
Why does Jesse always get it wrong? Why? This motherfucker always get it
Hey,
wrong.
it's not going against the grain. This is not even getting on the wood, man. I'm just like, fuck.
Mia St. John. Why? Why, motherfucker? Who she be?
She was a Playboy.
She had a commercial.
Yeah, I was
She had a
about to say
commercial.
she was the cover of Playboy. She was like,
Hey,
This-
Jesse.
Again, this is a symptom of boxing I can't fuck with. No
Hey,
more.
Jesse. Hey, Jesse. Hey, Jesse.
Boxing is fucked up right now,
Hey,
man.
hey,
I'm
hey,
sorry.
Jesse. Do me a favor. Take some strong medication and go to sleep. God damn. As a matter of fact, go hit your head against the wall till you get a concussion and take a nap.
but she. Well, I might be wrong. Didn't she be?
You're wrong.
Hey,
Didn't she,
they talking about get some antifreeze Kool-Aid.
didn't she beat Chrissy Martin?
No,
Didn't
she
Mia
got.
say-
She lost to Chrissy Martin.
No,
Oh,
she did not.
she
Hey,
Oh, she lost.
She got knocked out by a girl who I trained for a few days named Brooke Deardorff. Brooke almost killed her. Shall we go on?
Please do, sir.
No, the girl right now, Claudia Shields. The girl right now, Claudia Shields, she's really good.
You know, it was
You mean
another.
Clarissa Shields.
Clarissa, yeah, my bad.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, let me tell
This is
y'all something.
scary.
We doing now, Jesse.
This shit is
going.
scary.
You gonna grab something to eat? What you doing? What you doing, Jesse? There's no timeouts. There's no timeouts in boxing. Come on, get your ass back here. Get your ass back
Yeah,
here.
why do you
No
keep
timeout.
getting up? I know he keeps getting up and leaving.
Look, man,
What are you doing?
What were you looking out the window? You got someone out. You got someone coming after you. Or something? You keep looking out the window.
Hey,
You keep looking out the window.
hey,
Motor skill
Every time-
exercises.
hey, every time Jesse says something stupid, I want to tell him to go snort Clorox.
He's out of control, man. Out of control.
No,
Man.
I was going to text Brian. I thought Brian was going to call in.
Oh, come on, man.
Jesse, you come
What
off
you
like a
looking-
troll. You really do. Your answers are like very trollish.
It's just my opinion.
No, it's not. No, it's not. You looking for shock value. You looking for shock value.
Shark value.
No,
Shock value. Shock.
Hey,
value.
listen, shark skin shoes are great. They're just as
Haven't-
as fuck.
He's looking for shock value. He's looking for shock value. He's looking for shock value.
Boston.
Haven't I told you before, just me and you talking, that Jake Paul beats Nate Campbell? Without making a movie.
I don't give a fuck what you told me, man. What the fuck does that have to do anything?
No, because you said I'm just looking for shock value. So you said that I'm not saying my.
You can tell me you shoot sparks out of your ass. It don't make it right.
No. But you said I'm just looking for.
What do I care what you told me? Like what we talk about in private is so fucking intimate and shit. Get the fuck out of here.
No, but you're saying I'm just looking for.
I care what you told me, man.
I feel like Willow can beat Frodo. I think in a straight up contest, Willow.
But you said
Willow has the advantage.
I'm just looking for shock value, so I'm telling you.
He's like, oh. Because when you talk to me, you just try to be a contrarian. I could tell you, hey, this bottle's empty, and you can say, no, it's not empty.
It has a drop in it.
Yeah. Oh, it has a little bit of a fucking. It's not empty. It's got that little drop at the corner there. Like that's what you would say. You're gonna the opposite. Like, oh, this phone is black. No, it's charcoal. You're gonna just say you're just gonna disagree with whatever I say. You're a contrarian. You've never once agreed with anything I said. Ever.
So Jay, let me ask you why you feel the way you feel, bro.
Because it makes him feel good. He wants that instant gratification.
I stood up to the man.
But I'm asking him directly. I mean, I want to hear from his mouth because you have been completely the opposite on everything, and I just want to know psychologically
because he's a contrarian.
Why do I feel about what?
The opposite of everything. Contrarian, as Joe has put it.
Jesse does rap
in 19th century vernacular, as Joe used it.
This is gonna make me argue again, but I don't think I am. I agree when I agree.
Right, he's allowed to feel how he feels.
Jesse,
question. He does rap battles, Beeb. I mean, are you going to mention that or not?
Oh yeah, bro, you didn't shout out my rap battle today.
Yeah, he's got flow and stuff like that.
Jesse, let me ask you a question, right? We've talked on the phone several times, right? I'll cop to that, right? I'll cop to that. So we've talked on the phone several times, right? There's been times when I've agreed with you, right? I've said, yeah, you're right, Jess, you're right.
I get it.
Now, name a time when you've ever said, BB, I think you're right on that. Never. You've never once agreed with me on anything.
Damn, BB, you ain't give a chance to answer that shit.
Why is that? Why is that?
I can't think of every conversation we've had.
You've never agreed with me, man. You've never said, hey, man, maybe you're right on that one. You don't think you go out of your way just to be the opposite of what everyone else says? You don't think so?
No, that's not fair. No. I don't think that's fair, Beeb. I don't think that's fair at all. I think you're being obtuse here.
Oh God!
Thanks, Eric.
All right, it's time to graduate vocabulary now.
Eric,
let us increase now. Going up a notch.
Eric.
Yes.
Eric, I'm asking you this question.
No more plebeian talk.
Yes, champ.
I love this.
I got to call him champ. He was the world champ.
My favorite fighter in my era of my day came from Ohio. His name is Aaron Pryor, one of my favorite people in the world.
I love Aaron Pryor.
Aaron Pryor, tell me the great champions that came. I'm talking dominant. I ain't just somebody that held a belt. I'm talking a guy that was unified or dominant that came out of the state of Ohio. Name them for me.
Kelly Pavlik.
Ezra Charles.
Okay, come on. Come on.
Ray Mancini.
Come on.
Dominant, right?
Billy Lyle gave John Duddy his first loss. He was from
I thought you were about to say Billy Ocean.
Billy Ocean. Those are the three. Those are the big three. Ezra Charles, Aaron Pryor, Ray Mancini, Kelly. I would say Kelly Pavlik too. I would say Kelly Pavlik.
Billy Lyle gave John Duddy his first loss.
Okay,
irrelevance.
You said title. You said it's a title state. Okay, I get that. I agree with that. I think it's great. But I'm gonna throw this one out to you. Roy Jones, Tony Tarver, Vince Phillips, Randall Bailey, Smoke Day, Nate Campbell.
Was Randall Bailey a dominant champion though?
Two-time world champion.
Yeah.
And
two divisions. Yeah,
I love Randall Bailey. Don't get me wrong. I like Randall Bailey a lot.
One hitter quitter.
Randall Bailey is the funniest interview I ever had.
Man. Hey, and if you say anything wrong, Eric, he'll come on your show and cut you out.
Yeah.
Listen,
I like Randall Bailey. I'm not going to say anything. I like it.
Randall Bailey.
I think he beats Jake Paul easy.
Ray Mercer.
Puerto Ricans are the best boxers.
Ray Mercer from Florida. I'm not going to even add the guys in the mood. I didn't even put Winky Wright in. I didn't even put him in.
You should have. Winky Wright's bad, boy.
But okay, Winky Wright, Jeff Lacey.
Winky Wright. Jeff Lacey, yeah.
But
was he a dominant? Well,
don't mention KT. Don't mention KT, Nate. Don't you do that shit.
KT.
Thurman.
Oh, Keith Thurman.
See,
he was a dominant. No, you can add him.
Dominant what era?
Well, he dominated for a while. He
was unified. He was unified.
And also,
listen, if you got more than 2 title defenses, that's anytime you're a champ anyway.
Also Andre Berto. But here's what I'm trying to show you.
Yeah, Randall Bailey and fuck Andre Berto, boy. That's gonna be my shirt.
He does not Andre Berto ass. But let's get this established. We gotta have this conversation. Are you ready for this conversation?
I am.
Outside of everything that you're saying, all those champions I just named, we fought the best fighters out there. We fought the very best guys we could fight.
I think that's fair. Yeah, I think that's fair.
That's
Tell
accurate.
me who Jake Paul has fought in that, like those kind of guys.
But Jake Paul hasn't got a chance to fight anyone yet.
That's true.
He gets a chance.
It's a chance he'll never take.
That's very true.
Hold on. My first guy I fought was 5-14. The next guy was 1-1-1. The next guy was 4-6-4. The next guy was 7-0 with 5 knockouts. So this next time he fight should be a guy like that, right?
Yeah.
Well,
it should be you.
I don't know.
It should be you who gets the fight.
Jesse,
I'll tell you this. I will tell you this.
Here's the $1 million question. Here's the $1 million question. If Jake Paul fights somebody else that has 0 amateur boxing experience and 0 pro experience, can we say that he really doesn't really want to fight real boxers? Can we come to that? Can we come to that conclusion? Can we come to that conclusion?
It depends, because if he beats Conor McGregor,
I'm done.
I'm
going to cook my hot dogs and hamburgers because I'm not going to keep fucking arguing about this. Conor McGregor is another one that just has a big following. He ain't really beating
Floyd Mayweather didn't train for that fight. I know that for a fact.
Every time I turn around, Conor McGregor getting his ass pushed up in there. Every time I turn around, his ass is poked up in
But I'm saying that if he fights Conor McGregor and wins,
shut up.
Then you got
Jesse.
I'm talking about a fighter with an amateur,
with a fucking pedigree,
with an actual background in the sport.
Fuck out of here, man! Y'all making you motherfuckers have gotten on my nerves with this. I ain't mad at Jake. Jake Paul is mad as I'm mad at you, motherfuckers. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. As a matter of fact, I want both of y'all to go out and play in traffic. You motherfuckers kill me because you have no room to make the statements you make about this guy. Oh, you're old. Dude, let me tell you something. I might look older than you.
No, you don't, Nate. No, you don't.
I don't think you don't. I think he looks good for his age.
Don't, Nate.
Hey, wait a minute. I may not be able to beat the Errol Spencers and those kind of guys the first fight back, but I'll beat a Jake Paul.
I agree, Nate. I'm even embarrassed. You don't realize, Nate. You don't even realize, Nate. I've never been so embarrassed in my life than I am today. To be honest,
I think you have, Beeb. I think you have. I think that's. I think you have. I'll be honest with you.
I've
seen you more embarrassed than this. I'll be honest.
This tops that weekend in Bermuda. I'm telling you, I've never been this embarrassed. I've never been this embarrassed in my life.
Hey,
that's pretty embarrassing.
Hey Joe, and the bad part about it is,
I'm ashamed.
What this young man has said is the equivalent of one of us taking an ice bath and standing up with no drawers on.
That's right.
That's a good point.
Right.
Yo, Eric.
Embarrassing.
Yes.
Eric, what are you doing later, man? You want to go play in traffic?
Oh God.
Oh, come on, Jesse.
I'm busy. I'm busy. I got stuff. I got to organize my sock drawer.
Don't start a little pity party for yourself.
Exactly.
Come on, man. Ain't nobody feeling sorry for you, Jesse. There's people starving right now. You're in a house. You're eating. You looking like you eating. So don't sit there. Don't sit there and stop playing a pity party now for yourself, man. Cut the crap, man.
Why are you fat shaming him, man? That's messed up.
I'm just telling him to appreciate what he has, Eric. I'm telling him to appreciate.
That's true. Okay, I get it.
Enough people don't appreciate what they have.
B said he got a cake sitting right in front of him right now, don't he?
Hey,
that's why he keeps getting up.
Hey, Jesse, and I still love you like you love cake. So, just know this here.
I don't even eat cake.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
You and little Jess. You and little Jess had a birthday party. It was little Jess's birthday a couple weeks ago. You had cake. Don't lie.
Lace's birthday.
Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe. All I know is this here. Little Debbie has got this motherfucker up on charges. That's all I'm saying.
What happened? What did you say?
He said Little Debbie's got you up on charges.
Nate, he has that auto delivery discount from Little Debbie. Don't worry about that.
Hey, Nate. So when we end this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tag Logan Paul in this, so he sees that you want to challenge him. Are you okay with that?
No,
he is.
Or Jake Paul. I'm sorry, Jake Paul. Are you okay with that?
I'm still with it because and Logan know he can't beat me.
Nate, I'm gonna do PR.
I don't think Logan does.
Nate, I'm gonna do PR for you, Nate, for free. I'm gonna do Nate PR for you for free, Nate.
Yo, Nate, is it okay?
Let the champ talk. Let the champ talk.
The champ talk. You can show him no respect.
No respect.
If Jake Paul, you think Jake Paul could beat me? You as big a fool as that. You as big a fool as those belts are fake behind you.
Wow. Well, that's probably true. That's probably true.
Wow,
that's probably true.
He's
but
saying
I just want to make sure.
You should give those belts back. You should give those belts back.
I paid for them. What am I can't send them back to who?
Yo, Nate, is it okay? Is it okay if I?
I like that.
Is it okay if I DM BJ Flores with the video?
Please, hey, you can DM me.
What is this? What is this infatuation you have with BJ Flores?
I love BJ Flores, but
just BJ. Period.
Let me find out you got a B. Let me find out you got a BJ Flores poster hanging above your bed.
Listen. One of the greatest cruiserweights of all time, and I met him a couple times.
Let the champ talk, Jess. Let the champ talk.
First of all, for you to say he's one of the greatest cruiserweights of all time, who do you put him in front of?
I mean, he never got a chance to really.
And I love BJ Flores, but come on,
what about Evander Holyfield? How would he do against Evander Holyfield? How would he do against Evander? Answer the question.
Holyfield's a heavyweight, not cruiserweight.
No, he was a cruiserweight.
He was the best cruiserweight. He was the best cruiserweight in the history of the sport.
Yeah, next and guess what? And guess what? Evander Holyfield, it's Al Cole, Stephen Cunningham is in that list. You got Dwight Kwawi.
But you said who I put him. I put him.
David Hay.
You said who do I put him in front of?
David Hay.
I put him.
You even had to put David Hay in there.
Adamic.
Have to throw David Hay in there.
Thomas Adama will beat him to fucking death.
Thomas Adama.
Thomas Adama will kill him. Boy, you better sit your ass down. You motherfucker.
He sit it down. Goddamn.
He better lay his ass down. Thomas Adama was a bad motherfucker. On another level.
And I think if that fight happened,
the more you keep talking, the less credibility.
James Toney at cruiserweight.
Stop it.
Come on, dog.
Stop it.
Hey, Vasily Jirov at cruiserweight.
No. But
I'll even throw Richie the Mountain LeMontagne in there from Everett, Mass. You want me to get crazy? You want me to get crazy on you?
I'm gonna throw OJ in there as a teenager. God damn it, stabbing and all.
Guy I went to school with, man, got knocked out in 2 rounds by Enzo Macronelli, but I'll still throw him in there.
I'm not knocking BJ, but I had to have a conversation with somebody one time. I was not undisputed. I was unified. I couldn't be undisputed because the guy that had the belts wouldn't fight me, but I was unified. Here's my issue. You motherfuckers it's not you. The ones of you that are talking crazy, talking real greasy out the ass, don't understand something.
Just say Jesse. Just you talking to me direct.
Eric is on that fuck shit too.
Yeah, I am.
Eric's on that fuck shit too. Let me tell you something.
I rep this fuck shit.
I'll make sure you motherfuckers get front row seats, and then I would do some very strange things for a little piece of change to either one of them Paul boys. I'm telling you, I would do some shit that looks like rape going on. I'm telling you, I'll take their manhood and hold it hostage. The one thing you must understand is this here. You can't take away what I know, and I can still pull the trigger.
Muscle memory,
well,
baby.
Listen, if
muscle memory, you don't forget how.
At the end of this video, like I said, at the end of this video, I'm going to tag Jake Paul in this. I just want to make sure that you're okay with it. I don't want to get you in trouble with Jake Paul. You know what I'm saying? If you really don't want to go through with this,
trouble with Jake Paul.
I don't want him mad at you if there's no reason to be. You know,
that's blasphemous. Can you imagine Jake?
in
know
the ring.
Can you
and I don't
imagine
know.
Jake Paul
Who knows what could happen?
showing up in Florida and trying to run up on Nate? Can you even fathom?
Well, I don't
that?
think the fight would be in Florida. I'd imagine it would be in California or Texas.
It would be like
something
it would be like when
it was a big venue.
when Randall Bailey said Keith Thurman
This
was
is
at a
wild.
boxing conference, and when he saw Randall Bailey, he walked into a dark conference.
Look at Jess now. Look at Jess. Look at Jess eating baked lays like that's like friggin' getting a dozen donuts and tapping it off with a Diet Coke. That don't mean nothing.
Hey man,
That don't mean nothing.
That's a pull up. God damn it, pull up.
That don't mean nothing.
That motherfucker right in there.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is this here. I don't have no beef with Jake Paul, but if somebody else makes this statement that Jake Paul would beat me, and then Jake Paul not gonna say that.
They should fall on a set of ink pens upright.
Yeah. They should sit
right on their throat.
I think if anyone ever says that, they shouldn't even be allowed to enter a boxing gym, arena, or even watch boxing again if they would make a statement like that. That's how.
I don't know. Could we watch pay-per-view though?
Only Jake Paul fights. Only Jake Paul.
I'm down with that. I mean, he's from Ohio.
Here's my question. How did you get your start in this boxing thing?
I basically I bought some equipment and put a microphone in front and just started talking basically.
Yeah, but for you guys saying that I'm not a true fan, how many of you guys going to watch the Areola fight? How many of you guys going to order that fight?
I'm
not going to order that fight.
Exactly. I
ordered the Paul fight.
Jesse,
you could never say that I'm not a boxing fan.
Jesse, am I going to buy it? Jesse, am I?
Everybody got a booty hole. They fart. Shit, it don't matter.
Jesse,
I'll buy it.
I'm not knocking all that shit you're talking about. What I'm simply saying is this here. I'm gonna simply tell you this much here. I've come to the realization that you fools are the greatest number that are watching boxing now. And for that reason, you fools need a hero. Jake Paul is the hero of the fool. Jake Paul is the hero of the fool.
I agree.
Because the people, and it's 1.6 million of those fools that bought the last fight. I'm not mad about that. But when you silly motherfuckers start making the statements that y'all make that he would beat me in a fist fight, a fist fight with gloves on, that's what bothers me.
This is
well, I would love to see it.
This is what bothers me. Jake Paul generated. I don't have a problem with the number that they generated. It's the fact that Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford can't generate that number. Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder can't generate those numbers. Boxing has a significant issue.
I disagree with you. I disagree with that. I think they can generate those numbers if they fight each other.
No, but they did fight each other.
Because if you want me to be
Terrence Crawford, Terrence Crawford.
I'm talking about Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder fought twice and didn't do 1.6 million.
Right, but
if you want me to be completely honest, Spence and Crawford, as good as they are.
Those aren't boxing fans.
Right.
No, because and not only that, Spence and Crawford, as good as they are, they can't promote a fight well, and they're a little boring to watch, to be honest.
I think you're missing my point. My point is the most well-known boxers, even Canelo, they're not doing these numbers. It's a symptom of a greater issue.
Well, not only that.
We'll see what Canelo does on Cinco de Mayo, because I think Canelo can do that.
Wait a minute.
It's on the zone, so you're not going to see what's going to happen.
Stop. Listen,
what are you
guys,
talking about?
Here's the issue. It's what is expect. What? No.
The numbers haven't been there since 2015, with the exception of Conor McGregor, Mayweather.
Right, but hey, what y'all got to remember?
A non-boxer versus a boxer.
It's not about boxing fans. The boxing fans are not tuning in. That's basically them telling you that they don't want to see this. Those were not boxing fans that tuned in to see Jake Paul. They didn't tune in to see Jake Paul.
I'm a boxing fan.
You don't fucking count. You're a boxing. You're a troll. Stop it. You're a troll, and you got pointed ears. Listen, what must be understood is those were not boxing fans. Stop having this conversation about. See, what bothers me is you guys make those YouTube subscribers into boxing fans, and they're not. They're not. He just happens to be boxing. If he was doing MMA, the same people come see that MMA.
Nate, you know what we have today, Nate? This is what we have today, and me and Adonis, we talked about this all the time. What we have today is we have what's called cults. All we have is cults now. That's all we have now. That's all we have now. We got team.
And I'm getting off here, guys. But
all right, Nate.
You can tag.
All right,
Jake
Nate.
Paul.
Thank you so much for coming on here, man.
You can
Nate.
tag Logan Paul, Jake Paul, their mama, their aunties, their uncles. I don't care who you tag. Any one of them you can tag. And if I see them in public and they say something out the way, that's when they'll find out that I really, truly don't give a fuck.
I feel bad for them, Nate. I feel bad for those guys,
And
man.
that's not me being disrespectful. That's me saying, dude, I do's this. And I say that as southernly as I can. I does this.
That's it, Nate.
I don't want them to misconstrue me. I love what they did.
I know when me and Nate met up in Dallas, and we shook hands, and I could tell Nate was strong. Like, man, if we ever gotta find dog him another type of way, because I don't want to get hit by this little motherfucker.
Dude,
it's gonna hurt a little bit.
And I keep telling y'all, I don't.
Well, Lion, I got your money right here, bro. You want to bet?
Oh, he's got some money there.
He pulled out.
He's
He
putting it
pulled
up.
out a freaking five.
I bet
putting
in
it
four
up.
figures, bro.
Hey, but wait a minute. I'm still waiting on my money for my records.
Yeah.
Why don't you send that money to Nate and at least pay some of it off anyway?
Exactly.
Why don't you do installments?
I'm out of here, guys. Peace.
All right, Nate.
All right, Nate. Thank you so much,
Nate.
man. All right, guys, that's going to do it here. We're going to wrap up. And like I said, we're going to tag Logan Paul on this, and maybe that fight happens. And
Jake Paul. You keep saying Logan.
I keep saying Logan Paul. I don't know why. Is Logan on the brand?
He can fight him in a he can fight him in a handicap match. Both.
Well, I'd rather send it to Logan Paul because I know he beats Logan Paul pretty easy. So, but we're going to send it to Jake Paul. And
that's why Floyd's fighting Jake Paul. I mean, Logan Paul.
Logan Paul. That's right. Floyd's fighting Logan Paul. Yeah. I think
Floyd
Floyd beats him easy.
It's a save the PBC charitable event.
That's right. That's right. All right. Hey guys, if you're watching this, don't forget to join us tonight live at 7 p.m. We have Omar Juarez on the show live, and just go to ringsidereporterlive.com. And hey guys, we'll catch you at 7.